Hello everyone. Welcome to the week 4 of our Ego reading class on Friday 4th period. Today we are going to use Unit 2, Chapter 1. So you should have your page 22 of your textbook open. And let me talk over through PowerPoint and explain what you should be doing for today's class. So let's begin. This is English communication reading, Friday 4th period, as I said. So when you watch a video like this, I have one thing that I want to explain. Whenever you see this stop sign over there, please stop the video and then you will have to do the activities in the textbook, okay? For example, if I say stop the video and do something on your textbook, do the activity. When you finish the activity, you can come back and restart the video, okay? Play the video again. So that's important. Whenever you see that, please do that. First thing, Unit 2, Chapter 1, we are in Vietnam. So before you read, look at the textbook. Before you read, answer the following questions. Number 1, what do you know about Vietnam? Write a few words about its topic. It says, think about the following question. What do you know about Vietnam? Where is Vietnam located? Location of Vietnam, what kind of climate is there? What are the main cities in Vietnam? And do you know anything about the history of Vietnam? So think about that. And you can pause the video here. I forgot to put the stop sign. When you finish thinking about that, you can come back and restart the video. First, let's see location. It's in the eastern Indo-Chinese peninsula. Peninsula, do you know peninsula? Peninsula is Hanto in Japanese. For example, in Japan, we have famous Izu Peninsula in Shizuoka. You can go and enjoy there. So it's in the eastern Indo-Chinese peninsula. Borders China to the north. So on the north of Vietnam, there is China and Laos and Cambodia to the west. And the eastern part is the ocean. Climate. The climate changes. Vary means something changes. So note down that the spelling V-A-R-Y and V-E-R-Y. V-E-R-Y is, for example, I like something very much. But V-A-R-Y means something that changes all the time. So remember this word, okay? Vary means something that is changing all the time. Vary considerably for each region. So different regions of Vietnam has different types of climates. Main cities, Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, there are so many other cities as well. History about Vietnam, it has a long and complicated history. If you want to see the detailed history of Vietnam, you can go to Wikipedia in the internet and look for the history there. Just to talk about a little bit, Vietnam was ruled by Chinese in the earlier days, and then later on, Europeans came and started ruling over there. And when Russia is called Soviet Union, that was controlling Vietnam. Then later on, Americans and Europeans divided it. So that was kind of history of Vietnam, okay? Next, please look at second question. Vietnam is becoming a very popular destination for tourists nowadays. Everybody wants to go to Vietnam. Can you think of any reasons for this? Do you know any reasons? I'll leave that question to you so you can think about yourself. Let's go to the next activity. Next activity is this reading skill. In this lesson, like in the last lesson, we focused on one type of reading skill that's called the identifying main ideas and supporting ideas, right? So in this lesson, we'll be talking about scanning for details. So scanner, you know, right? Scanner takes all details. Scanning is a reading skill where you find a piece of information that we need. For example, you need a date, you look for that date. Scanning means looking for a fact in reading. looking for examples, numbers, or specific information. For example, if you want to look the meaning of a word, you look for a word in the dictionary. That's a type of scanning. Or if you want somebody's phone number, you open your phone directory and find the phone number. That's a type of scanning. To talk about more, if you look at this picture around here, this will give you a clear idea of scanning. So it's all about what, when, who, where, and which. For example, you look for numbers, you look for places, you look for data, you look for dates and everything. So that's scanning. To read a text quickly to find specific information. That's what we talk about scanning. Could be names, it could be numbers. How to scan a text. So when you want to scan a text, what you do is you just don't read everything. Do not read everything. Read for the keywords, read for the numbers, or read for the examples. Please do that when you're scanning a text. So I want you to do this in this lesson. For example, let's look at this text. This text asks you a question about, I cannot see that. So what percentage of teens get their news from social media? That's the question for this particular text. Then you have to look for the keyword. For example, your keywords would be percentage and social media. So you just don't read everything. Just look at this social media over there and you can see the data over there. So social media percentage. So you can easily answer 49% of the teens, means young people from 13 to 19, they get their news from social media. So that's an easy way to scan a text. Please remember that in this lesson. Next, we're going to talk about exercise A on reading skill in your textbook. So please stop the video here and quickly scan the text on page 23. Scan the passage on page 23 and find the dates for the following 4 blog posts. So you have 4 blog posts, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the opposite order on page 23. So please quickly look at the post and find out the dates for each post. So stop the video here and do the activity on your textbook as the screen says. Sure, good job. Possibly you have finished the scanning exercise now. Let's quickly see what's the post 1. Which date was it posted? It says it's posted on March 24 by Julian, right? Similarly, post 2, it says March 27 by Juliana. Post 3, posted on April 4 by Juliana. Similarly, post 4 is posted on April 6 by Juliana. So that's how you do. You don't read everything, you just read the basic things. Similarly, let's do the practice on exercise B. Exercise B is read each blog post quickly and find the following information. Don't have to read everything. Try to scan for the keywords. Post 1. Which city did they go first? Post 2. Where is the market that they visited? Post 3. How long did they go to hiking for? And post 4. What is in Vung Tau? That's a city. Okay. Stop the video here again. And when you finish, come back to the video and check your answers. Okay, good job. I hope you have done that as well. And let's see, post 1. Which city did they go to first? They went to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. You can find the answer in line 33 of your passage. Similarly, question number 2, where is the market that they visited? They visited Cologne, that's a market in Vietnam. That's in line 21. How long did they go to hiking for? How long did they go for the hike? They went there for 3 days. You can find the answer in line 12 of post 3. And last one, what is in Vung Tau? That's a city. They have beautiful beaches and crabs. You can find the answers in lines 4 to 5. So this is the way you scan a text. Now, we go to the main activity. Before we go to the main activity, let's talk about some of the vocabulary you will have to pay attention to in this lesson. Unique. Do you know unique? Unique means the only one of its kind, unlike anything else. For example, if you have a new kind of hairstyle that nobody has, you can say, oh, I have a unique hairstyle. Or your friends might say, oh, you have very unique hairstyle. Okay. Next is accommodation. Accommodation is the place you live. Okay, a place to live. That's a mistake. A place to, that should be live. Okay, a place to live or stay, or a building, or a house. That's we call accommodation. Next is exhausting. Exhausting means tiring. Something that is very tiring is exhausting. For primary, ordinary. That's basic. Basic things. Primary. Basic lifestyle. Very usual, common lifestyle. Next is possessions. Possessions is something that you have. You owe something. For example, your pen is your possession. Somebody have a house. That's their possession. Fabulous is amazing. Okay, very good, wonderful, or extraordinary thing. Range is a set of different things. A range of vegetables, different types of vegetables. Okay, a range of fruits. Eager is you're interested, waiting to do, or to have something. There's a spelling mistake again. That's a bit or. Waiting to do or waiting to have something. I am eager to have new phone. In other words, I'm waiting to find a new phone, buy a new phone. Okay, please note that. Let's go to the next one. Next one would be just a slide for you. Read the 4 travel blogs that describes a trip to Vietnam. On page 23 again, please read the travel blogs. Pay special attention to the sequence of events. Sequence of events and series of events. What happens first? What happens next? What happens next? Because some of the questions will need answers based on your inference. Later on, you'll have to provide answers through Google Forms, and sometimes you don't have exact answer. You have to guess the answer based on your reading. Okay. Then when you read, pay attention to the reading strategy we call scanning. Okay, scanning strategy to find specific information such as examples, numbers, dates. Then read the passage on page 23. When you finish reading, use the Google form I sent you in your Jinda email and complete your assignment. Okay, that's all for today. So I hope you will do a very good performance, and we will see you in next week's class. Goodbye.